School Board of Education for January 8th, the first of the new year, new calendar year. So if I could ask everybody to join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Now, let me I normally do these two together, so let's do them together. The adoption of the agenda and approval of the previous minutes. Have a motion, you've got them both there. We have a motion to adopt the agenda and approve the minutes.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any other questions or concerns about either one? Additions or deletions? Hearing none, all those in favor, signify by that vote. Thanks. Now, I'd like to recognize Ms. Sherry Moore, probate judge, who is going to do, I think she got to swear it out. Got to swear it. Where you want to do this?
It does not matter. Do you want me to come around to you, or do you want to come stand right here? I can come to you. Okay.
And it's me and Mr. Huey and
Mr. Porter and Miss Richmond. Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
Not Willie.
Yeah.
Not Willie.
He just had to do this not too long ago, right?
Do one at a time.
Do it one at a time.
I was trying to see if they're all the same. Do y'all want to do them all together?
Yes.
That'd be fine.
And I know our staff does.
Yeah. That's fine. Y'all come on now. I didn't know if yours was a little different, but it's the same.
Is it so?
Lock them up.
So, yes, I'll just.
Which way you want us? That way?
That'd be fine.
Teresa, I should have known Teresa.
If you'll raise your right hand and I'll say I get you started, and then if you'll each say your names, and then I'll read the rest of the oath, and you just say I do or I will, okay? Okay. Do swear that I will truly and faithfully discharge all of the duties required of me by law as a member of the Jefferson City Board of Education to the best of my ability. I do further solemnly swear that I am not the holder of any unaccounted for public money due this state, that I am not the holder of any office of trust under the government of the United States, any other state, or any foreign state which I am prohibited from holding by the laws of the state of Georgia, and that I am otherwise qualified to hold said office according to the Constitution of the United States and the laws of Georgia, and that I will support the Constitution of the United States and this state, so help me God.
I do.
All right. Pass them out and.
Do we need a?
Yeah. Yes.
Doesn't matter. Here's a,
I think
yeah.
y'all need them.
Here's a blue. Let's hold on.
Oh.
Let's use the, we'll use this official blue here.
Sorry.
You're cropped out.
Concentrate on the good looking people.
This one. Okay, all right, I just wanted to.
Nobody wants to see the ugly duckling.
I have one once.
We just need to keep it here. I think. Sherry, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm gonna borrow it at that time.
I was gonna sign.
You mind if I
No, go ahead.
bring it right here?
Did it. good stuff.
No, your space. No, you're.
Thank you so much. You're welcome. Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, we'll go right on into the student and staff recognition.
All right, we have actually one group, and that's our football team. So we will go ahead and have them come on in. I think there's quite a few of them out there, so can come in and squeeze together all the way around.
That's probably good right here.
Oh, probably by class. I guess
There's not.
student by grade. All right, Coach Nolan. All right, Coach Nolan, we want to congratulate you and thank you for being here. And we'll go ahead and turn it over to you to do the honors of introducing our group.
I won't make them introduce themselves, but this is our seniors. Now, there's only 7 out of 31 here. We have 31 seniors, which is a large group. But it's the only group that they go off of our team app of communication. Plus, we don't see them in class, so it's hard to get here in 2 days. But we'll let Vince start and introduce himself.
My name is Vincent Ledbetter. I'm number 53, and I play right guard.
My name is Chance Payne. I'm number 6, and I play corner.
My name is Will Dominicali. I'm number 29. I play linebacker.
Logan Edmonds, wide receiver, I'm number 4.
I'm Jeremiah Lee. I'm number 44. I play D-line.
I'm Jalen Glover. I'm number 12. I play the corner.
I'm Latif Adeju. I'm number 23. I'm a defensive back.
Good.
Special group. They accomplished a lot in their 4 years here. 4 region championships, 1 semifinal, and 2 finals. So, very special class, and we'll be indebted to you for a long time for the example you set for all these guys that get ready to come in behind you.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes, it's going to be cold. Yes, it's going to be cold. That's right.
The one that's going to sign with Minnesota, I was going to ask him why.
Oh, gosh. Leaves the 14th, he said. So he's going to walk right into it. Some nice weather. Walk all the way around, guys. This is our junior class, rising senior class, and it's about half of them. We dressed 96 guys for the state championship game, so our numbers are tremendous. Going all the way down to the 8th grade, 8 through 12, we had 176, I think, out there every morning practicing. But we'll start right here with you, Pops, and you introduce yourself, tell them your name and what position you play and your number.
My name is Sean Fong. I'm number 16. I play ED.
My name is Ryan Peterson. I'm number 22, and I play wide out.
I'm Sean Bell. I'm Trey Shag. I play right back.
Brody Crawley, number 15. I play DB.
Corbin Tillery. I'm number 74, and I play center.
Gavin Simmons, number 79. I play left guard.
I'm Jacob Rardnelli, number 21. I play safety.
I'm Judah White. I'm number 42, and I play long snapper. I'm Logan Dressler. I'm number 31, and I play safety.
I'm Dylan Rardnelli. I'm number 34, and I play linebacker.
I'm Burton Stevenson, number 54, and offensive line. Amir Barnes, number 24, and I play safety.
Chance Craven, number 33, and I play fullback.
Great, thank you.
Great group of young men, a lot of good students standing right there in front of you academically. So we're excited about the leadership they're going to bring to us, and it's going to be another great year with these guys leading the way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Coach, I was going to ask him I do see that there are 2 Martinellis. The way they called their name out on Friday night, I thought there had to be 3 or 4 of them.
The question I always get, are they twins? The media always wants to know about those twin brothers.
All right. Well, thank y'all. Appreciate all you've done this year.
Yes, great
Look
job.
forward to next year.
That's right. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Great. Thank you.
Give y'all
This is our sophomore group and one freshman coming in the back. We brought, I think, 9 or 10 freshmen up that practiced from the end of their season all the way through the state championship. So those guys really grew up and got a lot better. Guys, introduce yourself, tell them what number you were and what position you play.
I'm Carter Parent, number 30, wide receiver.
I'm Jaden Solons, number 12.
Bryson Sims, number 38, defensive end.
I'm Trip Moore, number 37, and linebacker.
I'm Kevin Brown. I'm number 48. I'm linebacker.
I'm Tate Seibert, I'm number 87, and I'm a tight end.
I'm Bill Harry Collier. I'm 99 kicker.
I'm Tyler Fulcher, number 57, offensive lineman.
Diego Diaz, number 95, defensive line. I'm Cooper Redland, number 63, and I play offensive line.
I'm Anthony Green, number 89, and I play receiver.
I'm Tony Alvin Jr. I'm number 62. I play defensive tackle.
Again, I'm sitting there, man, thank y'all for being here and thank you for what you did.
Yes, sir.
You played great, and we'll look forward to big things next year. And another year. 3 more years.
That's right.
That's right. Well, thank you. I appreciate you being here. Should take that time out and come by. Thank you.
Yes,
Congratulations
absolutely.
for what you've done.
Carter, leaving now.
All right, congratulations.
Last thing I'm gonna say is thank you for all your support. I can tell you how excited I am about what goes on over there every day. I'm watching them move every piece of dirt. Just can't wait
A lot
for
of
the
it.
stuff. Yeah. But with Kaylee's addition last year, y'all redoing the weight room, and that's gonna be the next step of making our program to continue to get better. And that's the ultimate goal, because I truly believe the best is yet to come. But I know it's possible because of the support you give us. So I appreciate it a lot.
Well, thank you, Kevin.
We're gonna get one before we're done. That's the last time we're going.
I'll be there.
Congratulations, Kevin. Thank you. And we actually had one other recognition that we were hoping to be able to make today with our bus mechanics, but one of them surprisingly had to drive the bus. So they're not able to be here, but hopefully we can recognize JR and Alex in the near future because they do a fine job. Mr. Weaver, you can at least say some words about them. So
I would just like to say how fortunate we are to have the mechanics that we have. By us being a small district, it is very difficult to keep buses on the road, and 99.9% of the time, we are able to keep our regular route buses on routes every day. And that's because of the team effect that they have and the expertise that they spend and the time that they make sure that things are ready and operational every day. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to bring that recognition to them, as well as passing the state inspection. JR is a nervous wreck every November and December until we get through the inspection. And it was just phenomenal to me that we went through our inspection. They only downed one bus to take out of service, but that bus was back in service before 12 o'clock that day because of the expertise and the work that they do. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to recognize both of them for their team work and their efforts for the school and for making sure that our district students are taken care of and able to transfer.
Well, maybe we'll do it another time.
Yes.
That's worthy. So thank you. Thank you for bringing that to our attention.
Thank you.
All right, next, Ms. Navis, I think we'll go to financial reports.
Okay. If you'll go to the general fund report, this represents 50% of our fiscal year. And you can see the tax revenues are in. So we were able to repay the $3 million, basically TAN or loan, line of credit, that we took out at the end of November. And majority of those revenues came in like the last 2 weeks of December. So another reason why that loan was critical, because like I said, not all of our expenses occur at the end of the month. Some of them are at the beginning of the month or the middle of the month. So that TAM was greatly appreciated, and we were able to repay that in the month of December. So that's before you. By the tax revenues, you can still see there's a chunk, which I think the actual due date for taxes, I think it showed like December 30th, but the actual due date, I think they pushed it to like January 4th or 5th or something like that. So, so I'm sure more of those revenues have come through as people waited. And then on the expenditure side, the thing, we're running below 50%, so we like to see those trends. We'll see, obviously, the biggest line item is our salaries and our benefits, and we had our new benefits enrollment, which employees can enroll or de-enroll in state health insurance, which that's a pretty big line item for us. We'll see as those changes were made during open enrollment, which starts January 1, how, because I think we had some new employees, so I think we had about 8 to 10 employees elect insurance, which, 22,000 times 10 would be an easy 222,000 increase in cost. So anyway, so we'll have to kind of see how those are looking when we get to January's financials. So we ended the month of December. Fund balance, $12,088,624.77.
That's what the TAN paid off.
That's what the TAN paid off, yes, sir.
Okay. Anybody have any other questions about the general fund report? We'll move right along. We go into special revenue.
Okay. On the special revenue, the federal grants, you can see on there, we've drawn down all except about $160,000 of our federal grant revenue. So, like I said, those will kind of catch up a month after the fact. Pre-K trends a little ahead of schedule, only because the pre-K funds come to us over 10 months, not 12 months. So the revenue we receive from pre-K is allocated over August through May. So obviously we have expenses 12 months, so we'll kind of catch up to that, and we'll have to participate our local funds in the end to help make pre-K balance. School nutrition, this information is from last month. Those deposits and expenditures, they're working on those. As I know, Savannah's staff is busy working and supporting the schools, so their ladies are actually out there helping in the kitchen. So we'll get caught up and update the school nutrition information next month. But if you have any questions, I'll be happy to entertain those.
Any questions? And then we'll go.
Okay. We can go to the Splash detail report. I'm sure, like Dr. McMillan shared with you guys, the December revenues for Splash was $569,000. It's up 4% compared to last year, and obviously up compared to November of 2025. But you remember in November 2025 there was an $80,000 reduction, so the number would have looked closer to like 540,000. So the good news, it's still up in relation to the prior month if you take that into consideration. But overall, when I look at the 2025 revenue, January through December, and we compare that to 2024, we're only up 1% in aggregate, which is not gonna lie, I say it's surprising to me with as many folks moving into Jackson County as a whole, and obviously like there's some new Publixes or some new other new entities, particularly on the west side of town. Some on our side, but mostly on the west. But anyway, it's still the net aggregate's up 1%. And then before you have the 3 months worth of expenses. Obviously the biggest line item is in the area of technology. And our balance was $13,369,899, which of that we're reserving almost 8.2 to go towards projects. So as far as like Splosh goes and projects that we're paying out of this account, we're looking at $5.2 million. Okay? Do you have any questions?
Anybody else have any questions? And then just move on
Okay.
to the
And
projection.
like I said, the splash projection report, next month I'll update it for the projection, and based off of the facility discussion of some things that we're looking at paying on splash this upcoming calendar year, we'll update that forecast, and this will be probably more informative to you guys. So, but like I said, it's just reiterating what we just talked about for this past month, as well as obviously the next debt payment for the 2018 PBA debt will be made in January. So that'll be the next big one to come out of the splashed account. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to address that.
Where are you showing the interest on the bond?
It'll be on the PBA report. You're talking about the 2025 PBA report will show the interest.
I got you. I see it.
Okay. And then if we could just quickly look at the middle school project, if that's okay. This shows you where we are against that contract. And you can see on the bottom that we have a balance of $6.5 million remaining to go in that contract. So like I said, 2 of that's tied up in contingency, which we're not expecting to use, as we get closer, hopefully, but like I said, we will be using some of that to help fund the tennis court finishing project over there.
Lights.
And the lights, yeah.
Anybody else have any other questions? All right.
And then, yes, the PBA report that Mr. Hopkins was referencing. This shows you the projects that we are paying out of the bond. So obviously the middle school project, the covered facility project. You can see that we paid $1 million out of that project. That was released at $4 million. So $3 million to go on the high school covered facility. And then obviously the high school, we had a design fee for the high school project. It's not the full design fee, but it's a partial payment on the design fee. So we ended the balance in that account of $82,411,214.30.
That includes those interest payments.
Yes.
I see them there.
Yes, sir.
Well, that looks very good. Anybody have any other questions about any of the reports?
And the utility reports, because of when the board meeting came this month, it came before some of our final bills came in, so I will update you guys next month with that information.
Okay.
Also, while we're talking about facilities, Carol Daniel today, they're projecting probably best case April 1st as far as covered facility, probably worst case, probably May 1st. So somewhere between those 2 dates should be. So hopefully, at worst case, we'll have it ready for graduation.
Yeah.
We'll have everything dressed up for the public to see.
All right. That's all you have.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. Then we'll go straight to the transportation report. Mr. Weaver.
All right, transportation report, fuel.
We're glad to have you here today.
Thank you. It's good to be here. The fuel, $12,091.35, down $3,230.74 from last month. The diesel cost for the month was $3.47, gas $2.79, propane $2.52. The bus service and repair $2,232.61, down $574.72 from last month. And I have 2 of the buses that have the highest cost for repairs. The total cost of operation is $14,223.96, down $3,800 $5.46. At this time, we have all of the route drivers in place. We do have 2 bus driver positions available. We're still running our 18 routes, regular air routes, the 2 sped buses, and our 1 GNEX bus. Field trips for December were 50, and 34 trips are in the system right now for January. I have no recommendations, and I did my spot bus mechanics. Any questions?
Do I have any questions? All right, hearing none, we'll move on. Thank you very much, Mr. Weaver.
Thank you.
All right, instructional report.
Yes, sir. So the first item that you see on the instructional report is a mini grant that the pre-K program received. Ms. Beckwith applied for a grant to partner with private preschools in the community, and I'm just going to let her speak to that a little bit to tell you what she's going to do.
Thank you. We received word that there was a $5,000 mini grant available, and the point of it was to collaborate with area pre-Ks to help kids get pre-K ready and kindergarten ready. So we wrote it and we got it, and so we've already reached out. We're reaching out to public and private pre-K providers to get them training and the materials for Haggerty and foundations. So we secured that, and then we've also completed, it's called the Ready, Set, Grow Readiness inventory, where Jefferson teachers come together and say, what does a pre-K ready student look like? Not the standards, but just a basic pre-K ready student look like in 5 key areas, and then a kindergarten ready student. So we completed that process with our pre-K teachers this week. It went very well. We're getting that handout ready for parents and area daycare providers, and then we'll do the same process with kindergarten. I just want to thank Ms. Joyner. She's been very supportive in helping us get this grant and helping us implement it. So we're excited. We're excited to start really working with our area pre-Ks. Thank you.
But Ms. Beckwith, you'd already been doing some of that, hadn't you?
Yes, sir. We have. But this is like a formalized, this grant will pay for, if they have to have coverage to come to training, we can pay for that. It pays for the food for them to come. It pays for all their materials. So we can not only invite these pre-Ks in for training, but we can say, here's Haggerty, here's foundations, we're ready to go. So
Very good.
It's very exciting.
Have you had any feedback from any of them yet?
Yes. Dragon Academy is already on board, and some of the private ones are looking, and then just lucky, but yes.
Okay, good. Keep us posted. That'll be interesting.
Yes.
What I like about this particular grant is that the focus, even though she's been doing this, it's focused on training those private providers how to use those literacy programs, some of the literacy programs that we're using. So even if those children do not come to our pre-K, they have an opportunity to have exposure to foundations and Haggerty as well. So I think that's going to really be a big payoff for us.
Well, and those programs are not, the cost is not trivial. So that's a huge bonus for those providers to have access to that. Next, you see on my report the pathway graduation rate that was released for the state of Georgia yesterday. So you guys remember that a pathway completer is one who has completed a particular series of 3 courses at the high school level. So we have CTAE pathways, we have advanced academic pathways, we have world language pathways, and also fine arts. That's not just 4 pathways, that's a lot of pathways. And of those, you see in each category what the graduation rate is. So an outstanding job on that. And as Tom said yesterday, that's one of the reasons that the CTAE is so powerful, because it graduates students. So that was a really nice thing that he noticed yesterday about those graduation rates. And then next, our band program received a donation, a very kind donation from GSBA for their performance at the, just as a token of appreciation at the performance at the Winter Conference. So they were excited about that one. Next, you'll see that we We do have the 2026-2027 calendar as an action item for you to vote on for next school year. It was voted on by faculty, and there were two options, and the one that was chosen is the one that has been submitted for your approval. Our spring board retreat, that's a tentative date. Take a look because it's early. Feels like it's tomorrow. So February 19th and 20th. That is a Thursday, Friday combination. We're waiting to hear back from the city council to make sure that they can also make those 2 days, or it'll just be one of those days for them, but we'll get to you those times as soon as we get confirmation from them. And you already have this on your calendar, but the 23rd, that Monday after the board retreat, is the Star Teacher and Student and Teacher of the Year banquet, which is, again, at the ag facilities this year, not at the communities, thank you, Civic Center. I never use the right words there. So make sure that's on your calendar as well. The Roman numeral 7 there is just for your information about the state assessments that we have to take in the spring. Those are the windows when we will be taking those. They're not the exact dates, but we'll be within those windows which have been given to us. Any questions about those things? Then Ms. Story has enrollment updates and technology updates for you.
All right, so if we look at our enrollment updates, you'll see day 10 of this school year, we had 4271 enrolled. And if you look at day 90, which is the last day of the first semester, the same number, 4271. And then today, this morning, we had a total of 4281 enrolled. We have had 22 withdrawals since the end of the first semester, 32 new enrollments, and we also have 5 new pending enrollments that have completed applications and have not been enrolled yet, going through the enrollment process. Any questions on that?
That's unbelievable, how little variance there is, though.
Yes.
Most I saw in any grade was 8.
I think the housing market, the rates and that stuff, reading a report, it's just kind of consternating, a little bit of the movement happening across just holistically. I mean, I think that's one factor, for sure.
Right, and then for technology, right before the break, we completed our phase 2 of the intercom installation for the middle school, and we started the year off with AI training for all of our staff.
Okay, anybody have any questions about any of those? Okay. We'll go to the facilities report.
Yes, sir. On the facilities report, just a middle school update that we heard about earlier. They have the connections lower half as they're finished the punch list, and we have moved into that area to make room for them to start working on the 8th grade hall, as we mentioned with last time with the new schedule we have. The existing gym is 99% complete. They're waiting on their final punch list from the architect, and then they will get the final fire marshal hopefully on around January 20th. And so they'll start working on that, and then they'll turn that space over to us once they get the fire marshal approval and the punch list done. So we could have that sometime in the next 4 to 6 weeks to open up to our students. If you've ridden by the outside of the middle school, you've seen the monument sign has gone up. It's starting to take shape and come together. They'll be done with the masonry over the next 2 weeks, and then they'll start working on getting the LED sign put in there and then getting the staff trained up for that. So that should be happening here in the next 4 to 6 weeks. 8th grade renovations have started. They've already done with the demo. You'll see some pictures of this here in a minute of them taking those out. Masonry is finished. They started roughing in everything and done with that, and they've started painting the grids, and then the air conditioner units, the bar units have been changed out as well. So you can see what they'll be working on is some things that I've mentioned down there at the bottom. So Carol Daniel is making great progress on that building, and it's starting to open up and look good down there. The high school, the phase 1 was our multi-purpose facility. And as Mr. Porter mentioned, we are finished with the footings and the piers over there. The storm drains should be done by today. Tomorrow at the latest, they wanted all that done before the storm came in this weekend. And so they'll have that done. And then over the next 2 weeks, as soon as that rain comes through, they'll be putting in the soil cement that just kind of firms up that soil. And then after that, you'll start seeing metal go up over there in that building. So they're thinking somewhere around January the 20th, that 27th, those weeks, we'll start seeing metal go up over there. And then as a reminder, we are working on the site plans for over here and an update on when we can get that started as far as the plan. So we hope to have that to you here soon. I'm going to go and show a couple pictures of some things. I'm going to show the CDC pictures first from Carol Daniel. So you can see right here, this is looking from the new part of the old gym, looking back toward the original part of the middle school. You can see here, this is a new weight room, and that's looking out to that hallway to the right that we just showed. That floor will be going down next month to go in there, so it'll take a little bit longer to get that completed. This is the dance and cheerleading room where we left the old floor. We had someone come in and refinish it and then add the Diamond J, and it looks fantastic.
You should have seen it before and after.
It's unbelievable what a job they did in there. So that space is beautiful. And you can see right here, they added water fountains down in that area also in the existing gym. Here's a couple of the locker rooms down there. You can see this is the boys' locker room. The girls looks very similar on the other side. And then this is the 8th grade hallway. You can see here the lockers have been removed. The cement blocks that they were on are gone. It widens that hallway up, and so it's just amazing how much larger it looks once you go through there. And this is kind of where they're at in a room. This is a sample room of where they're stripping down everything, taking it down to the grid, painting that, and then getting ready for the flooring to go in. Ms. Knight, you want to add anything about middle school?
It's amazing. We debated about how to move and do that, and I'm a little worried my 8th grade teachers are really happy where they are. So we'll see how that works out.
But it's really starting to take shape over there, and Carol Daniel and them are doing a great job of phasing in and staying out of the way of the middle school. They close things down in the morning so we can get kids in, and then they close it back open, and then they have been very accommodating where we don't have to disrupt our day very much to get people in and out, and so that has been fantastic. We appreciate them doing that. Here's some pictures from the multi-purpose facility. So this is from the roadside looking back toward the stadium, and you can see those little orange pipes sticking up. That's the drains we were mentioning going in, and the work that's going on there. This is over by the road looking at the goal line. Same thing, all the footings are in right there. And so they're getting ready. And here's another good picture of those footings that are in there. So a lot of work has been completed over there. And once they get that soil cement down, they can start getting to work, and we'll see some cranes and metal going up over there. I did have a few other facilities that I wanted to just kind of show you that you may not have a chance to see. If I can get it to come up. There we go. Some of the things that y'all have approved. Here is the greenhouse walkway that we needed to add to be ADA compliant, and so you can see that on there on the upper left. That looks really good going back toward that. On the top right, you can see the columns going into baseball on the new fencing that we'll be putting up here. Here's a new walkway that will take you from the new entrance that I'll show you in a second back to the visitor stands. We got that put in, and then right here, you can see the new pad will be sliding down the visitor stand, add better visibility. It'll add ADA compliant seating over there next to that for our fans. And then you can kind of see here, looking back from the visitor stands back toward where the gate will be and how that new fence comes together. Remember, that'll be the same aluminum fence that we put up at the Dragon's Nest and around the elementary. Here's the new entrance. You see it starting to take shape here. Them putting up the crossbars and so forth. That's going to look really good here. So as I'm coming in, I'll take a left to be a visitor. I'll go straight to be either going to softball or to be a homestand in the baseball. So having that one central entrance right there is going to be really nice. Here's some of the patchwork that we did on the concrete that was broken as you go up that walkway there. So we got all that patched up after we got those trees out of there. That looks really good. This was the area that we paved, put concrete in next to the home side softball stands, so you can see it from both angles here. This will be handicap seating, and then also clean it up where we don't have handicap space. We'll just allow fans to bring in their own chairs right there and sit right there. So if you've ever been over there, you've noticed that the mulch got kicked on the field. So this is going to really clean that up and help them. They were so excited. I saw Coach Bailey posting it all over. And then the baseball and softball have both taken it upon themselves to do some work over there. Just want to show you, they're going to be putting some storage units over there, and that work has started. And actually on the left, bottom left right there, that concrete pad got poured today. I took this yesterday afternoon, but it got poured today. And on the right is the one for softball. They'll house their lawnmowers in there, and that way they can get out of the weather and don't have to park up under the field house area. The Raider course that's going up at the elementary school is almost complete. We want to thank Jackson MC. That's completely voluntary what they do with that. They have put up these. They have brought those bolts in and have not charged those fittings that you see holding the poles up there. They do all that on their own, and it's just really taking shape. Basically, all the heavy work is done now. Just got to come back and add the ropes and some of the bars that connect across there. And you can kind of see those different things there. And I do want to make sure I mention to y'all, I've mentioned this to the facilities committee. We have a local fence company, Top Line Fence, will be donating that fence to go around that. So that'll go up here as soon as that's complete, which we're hoping is very soon. The last thing, this was a safety concern we had over there. And I put Miss Cindy in there because I wanted y'all to see how excited she was about her new space. And so y'all don't tell her I put her picture on there, okay? And so that's walking in. Where she's at, I'm looking from her window, and that's how the parents will walk in. You can see the new window we put. So from her window, you can see the front door now. And so she can see people coming into that man trap area right there. And you can kind of see the layout on the left there. This is looking from walking in the front door on the bottom left. And then on the bottom right, you can see looking back from her desk back to that. And you can see she has a good vision right there of those things. And then this is their new office right here on the left. Her and Miss Linkus are over there together. It's a great space, and they're really excited to be there. And then on the other side, to try to open up some more space, if you remember going over there used to be a big built-in desk here. Mr. Hicks pulled this out, and then last night it's actually finished now. They put in the new flooring over there, and it just we boxed it in to make it look like it was just kind of a barrier with the flooring. And so that just blended in well. And this is the same flooring that we patched up with on the other side. So it all matches there. And so Ms. Joyner, you want to add anything?
We're just excited. That opened up a lot more space and gave Trevor a space. And the ladies at the front office are trying to make things look nice and professional. We're throwing away a lot of junk, and it is going to be a big help. It's been a struggle with that small entrance area. There have been some concerns there, even in the afternoons with after school. So right now we're just working on training parents to walk into and remain in that bigger lobby so that we can see them leaving with the right kid.
Yeah, right.
So it's great. Thank you for that.
So thank y'all for that support on those projects.
Good report. Thank you, Tom. Do you have any questions about any of that? That's a lot of information. But thank you. And so I guess we'll go right on into the action items.
Okay. First one, we have established meeting dates, time, and place for the 2026 Board of Education meetings. And so you've got a list attached there, and all of these meeting times are at 4 o'clock in this location. Second Thursday, with the exception of 2 months, April and October, those will actually be the third Thursday due to spring and fall breaks. So you've got those dates listed there. And I do want to point out the June 11th date. That is the day immediately following GSBA conference. So we will have a lot to get done when we come home from Savannah on Wednesday, and then you all need to at least be back from Savannah if you can by 4 o'clock on the next day so that we can have that June board meeting. So anyway, you can see those dates there, so I would like to ask that you approve these dates as noted on the attached document.
Okay, you have a recommendation of the superintendent to approve the meeting dates for the year 2026.
Move.
Have a motion, got, and have a second.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any other discussion or questions about any of those? All right, hearing none, all those in favor, signify by their hand. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right, next, let's see, we have elect the 2026 board officers. You have listed before you the officers from 2025 and then the 2025 committees. So you have those listed, so I'll turn it over to you, Mr. Hopkins.
Okay. See there, does anybody have any objection to continuing as is? If not, or if you do, please speak up. Hearing none, to have a motion that to be adopted.
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any other questions? Okay, all those in favor, signify with their hand. Thank you very much. All right. Fundraising.
All right, so we have listed by schools some fundraising requests. These are additional ones that have come up since the beginning of the school year this month, and then we'll have also a month in April. Typically, those are for our athletics programs to do summer camps, so we'll have some more to present to you in a few months, but these are listed by school, and you will notice these listed here. I've reviewed them, the principals have reviewed them, and they are normal and customary activities, so I would like to recommend that you approve these requests, and you can look through them, and if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer, and if I can't, we'll have the principals provide the information.
All right. You looked over all these?
Yes, sir.
Don't find anything unusual?
No, they're typical fundraising requests.
All right. Anybody else? Do I have a motion that we adopt all of these?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Anybody have any objections to any of them? I'm looking for the count block.
No, it's not in there.
Okay.
Maybe in April, somebody might turn that one in.
Okay. Let's see the chicken mall. What is that?
The chicken mall looks like they were selling it a long time.
Yes. Yeah, I did see that one in there, but I can't remember. Miranda, do you know the dates off the top of your?
It says 1 to 28, the whole month.
Oh, the whole, okay, good,
The
yeah.
whole month of February.
Yeah.
All right.
They probably sell it the whole month, and then the end of the month they.
That's right,
come pick
yes,
it up or something.
yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. If have no objections, and we've got a motion and a second to adopt. All those in favor, please signify with their hand. Thank you.
All right, next we have the approve the 2026-2027 school calendar. As Dr. Hicks mentioned, we gave our staff 2 options to vote, and this calendar won by almost 80% of the staff vote, and so it is very similar to the calendar that we have this year, so we would like to recommend you approve this. So we I know we have families awaiting this calendar to come out because they make plans for trips and vacations.
Is there any distinguishable difference between this one and this year's? This one?
No, I think this one is very similar. If I'm recalling correctly, we started on Thursday of this year as well, and then so we had a Thursday, Friday, and then it's a similar. This one right here does provide a teacher workday after the fall break, and I think we had that a couple of years ago, but we didn't have one this past year because I don't think I think that's right, because we did our safety summit 2 years ago and not this past school year. Yes. So the teachers typically like having that, and we do too, from the administrative side of things, having that teacher workday at the end of those 9-week grading periods. It just gives us a lot of opportunity to do some professional development and take advantage of having that extra day for teachers to work on some things that they need to get ready for instruction.
I take it graduation would be May 21st.
That's correct. And I may have that wrong. I thought we started on a Thursday this year, but it was, we did?
This year was a Friday, the year before.
Okay. Not sure.
We did have the Friday before we did our emergency care this year on that Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else you want?
No, sir. Now, I will point out that we do finish post-planning, I believe, prior to Memorial Day, which is also a change, which I know our staff members like that as well.
Memorial Day, 31st. Okay. So we're going to have the recommendation of superintendent that we adopt the 2026-2027 calendar. And have a motion. Have a motion.
Second.
A motion and a second. Because you've got children in the school, they're okay with it, I guess.
Yes.
All right, we've got a motion and a second. Any other questions or concerns? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by that. Thank you very much.
And to set the record clear, we did start on a Friday this year. I checked. And I'm sorry that the years just run right together with me now, so I can't remember anything.
Yeah, we had 5 days of pre-planning this year. So.
Yes, that's right.
Students would start on Thursday.
Yes, that's right. And we did that too. You're right. We did that 2 years ago, a Thursday, Friday start date and or Thursday start date. All right, the next is approved board policy JCDAF, use of electronic devices by students. This is a policy that we presented last month in response to new state laws and new legislation that was passed back in May of 2025. And so this has been on the table for 30 days. I've not had any questions raised by anyone, so we would like to present this for you to approve today. And then, of course, with the adoption of this policy, then, these procedures that go along with the policy will be in effect July 1 of 2026 for all students pre-K through 12.
And also, if I read through it, a lot of the requirements will be in the student handbook.
That's right. That's correct. Yes, sir.
This take effect next school year?
Yes, that's correct.
Actually, July 1st. If they have summer school. All right. We've been talking about this. Made us read a book about it. So, is there, I have a motion that be adopted?
So move.
Second.
Motion and second. Any other questions or concerns? Well, the state mandated part of this, the other part we did on our own.
That's right. And I will say, in addition to, or in conjunction with where we are with this policy, we are going to take an opportunity. We met with principals yesterday, and we'll be meeting with them again next week in terms of this is a good opportunity for us to develop a comprehensive technology plan, beyond cell phones. What does technology use look like? How is it enhancing and complementing teaching and learning? What's age appropriate in terms of what a pre-K student may have no access to technology, K through 3, may only be a limited time during the school day. And so it gives us an opportunity to really rethink even where we are with our one-to-one initiative and what that needs to look like, grades 3 through 12, or, so we're going to spend some time, and hopefully by the spring board retreat, which is really not spring, it's more like winter board retreat, we will have some information to present to you. But I think this is a really good time for us as a system to look at that and make our practices in terms of technology implementation mirror what we have learned from the anxious generation as well as this Distraction-Free Education Act.
All right, we've got a motion and a second. Again, anybody else have any other questions or concerns? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by raising their hand. Thank you very much.
Okay, next we have approved CTAE textbook for mechatronics. This is a textbook we presented last month to lie on the table for public review, and we would I had no inquiries about it. Mr. Parker did not either, and so this will be for a class set. And the total amount is $4,444.10.
So this is actually a twofold. One, we approve the book and then also buy it.
That's correct, yes. Approve the purchase of it, yes.
Okay, have a motion.
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any other questions? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by raising their hand. Thank you very much.
All right, and then the final action item, approved purchase of furniture for the middle school computer science and engineering classrooms. You have a quote there from Ernie Morris, and the total amount for this furniture is $51,939.80. And this again is furniture to equip the engineering and computer science classrooms.
Okay, squashed. Not squashed.
On the PEA, yeah.
A lot of furniture. All right, you've heard the recommendation of the superintendent. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion, and we'll have yours as second. How about that?
Second.
Had a motion and a second. Any other questions or concerns about this? $51,939.80. All right. No other questions? All those in favor signify with that, please. Thank you. All right. So, public comment.
Okay.
Now's the time we set aside if there's any members of the public who would like to make a comment. This is public comment. Anybody like to make anyone would be glad to listen to them. All right, hearing none, we'll move right on in. We're going to go into the executive session, but before we go to executive session, I always like to hear from principal. So, Ms. Joyner, let's start with you.
Okay. Well, we've just been back 2 days, but we've had a lot going on in our building, so we're just digging into data, trying to make academic decisions and make sure that we're moving on students. And we're getting ready for a big book fair, art show combination on the 20th, if you approve it tonight. So, just getting everybody in the door and happy.
All right, very good. Ms. Knight?
Sort of the same thing. We're just getting back into the routine of things. Thank you for the voting on that furniture. That's a big deal. Those classrooms do a lot of things and need a lot of different areas to work in. And I think that's great. I appreciate you taking time to do that. We did some great, I think we all did some AI training with Miss Coach Nolan. And she did a great job. I actually walked by today and she was in our conference room meeting with some teachers and making some plans based on what she taught us. And it was really, it did want her to get to see our teachers, inviting that in and working with her. We are working on some new science stuff to finish up some makeups for that. And Jade Yarborough uses that to help us plan our career fair and make it connected to what kids are interested in and what they identify in really well. So I'm excited about that, to be able to take the next step there with that. We just have a lot of things going in, but just getting back into it is fun.
Very good, thank you. I just want to hear from Ms. Beckwith next.
Well, we're very excited. Registration for next year for pre-K opens Monday. So that's the big news is we've already had Facebook posts and in the newspaper and got yard signs coming and everything else. So just get the word out. We want every child that we can get to come on in and have a pre-K year with us.
Right.
But other than that, just that I invite you to come walk through the whole way. The change from the beginning of the school year in pre-K to the beginning of the calendar year is almost undescribable. Like they're coming in happy, they're ready to learn. Dr. Hicks will enjoy this. Today, the Eureka lesson was about tally marks, and at recess, the kids were making tally marks out of wood chips. They're so ready to learn right now. It's so precious, and the adjusting is over, and the real team learning really takes place this semester. So it's super fun. Grandparents Day at the end of the month, and excited about seeing our grandparents come in. That's always fun. So just lots of good things happening. A big thing, registration. You can help us share the word. We want to fill all those classes.
Right, thank you.
Are we looking at the same number of classrooms for next year?
10.
10.
Right now, yeah.
We're out of class.
Respect the way you said that, we, in our discussion, board discussion, and especially dealing with that anxious generation I referred to earlier, is how do we take what you just mentioned, how excited those children are, and keep it with them until they get over to here. That's if somebody can answer that question and put it into practice, they'll make $1 million. That's great, but I'm glad to hear it got started that way. So we'll just look through the rest of them. Ms. Ferguson, how about the academy?
No pressure, right?
No pressure.
We have jumped right in. Ms. Montclair is busy preparing for our 4th grade patriotic concert next week. And then our 5th grade recorder concert is the following week. And if you've never attended one of those, you know, I had a 5th grader a couple of years ago, and listening to her practice at home, I thought, oh my gosh, I don't know if I want to do this. But I went, and it's amazing. They sound wonderful when they're all together. So it's a nice little concert. But then we also this month have, if you remember last month, our 3rd grade teachers planned the gratitude breakfast. Our 4th graders are having their inspiration breakfast this month. So they're choosing someone who inspires them and have invited them. And my 4th grader did not choose me, don't worry. But looking forward to that.
Very good. All right, how about the high school?
We had a first day of school on Tuesday. I look forward to that day so much because the kids are just excited for a new start with new teachers, but they're lost. And they'll be like, where's room 300, whatever. I'm like, who's the teacher? I don't know all that. So it was a good start to the semester. We have next week Poetry Out Loud. We're also doing the youth science, starting that next week. And so we actually kicked off the semester on Monday with a chili cook-off, and you're looking at the winner. I'll just brag about it. I know. And I got accused that it was rigged because Lori got second place. I just can't believe I'm just that good of a cook, I guess. That's what I'm saying. But anyway, it was a fun day with the teachers.
When I saw that, I wondered if you were the judge.
No, I wasn't. No, it was Mr. Larry. And
how many times did you vote? No.
It was 4 judges, and it was anonymous.
How many bowls of chili were there, though? Were there just 2?
There was. There was 9
participants.
Yes, it was. Somebody said cost effective, and I said yes, thank you. I provided the meal, but everybody else helped with it.
Right.
That's great. Yes. You're welcome. If you need me to make you chili, just let me know. I'm glad to. And we're starting advisement. That's what's crazy is to plan for the 26-27 school year. So we'll take that youth science data and the end of the month start advising. We're going to meet with every kid. Is going to see
a member of our student services. And so we're excited about that.
So if I'm having a party and we're serving chili, just call it.
Yes, sir. Yes, you just let me know.
All right, got it.
Is it a
Mark that
secret
down.
recipe?
Well, actually, it was only my third time making it.
Third time's the charm.
And then I'm fasting social media, so everybody wanted the recipe. I'm like, sorry, I guess it's on TikTok. Yeah.
Is Savannah still here?
She is.
Yeah, there she is. Tell us about the real food service.
Just Jenny, we are having chili later this month. If you'd like to make chili for our students. It's going very well. We are working on getting everyone back from Christmas break. We did have some illness that had kept some people away and their families. But I'm very happy to serve in our middle school today. I'm very excited that all of our middle school students are really digging Alfredo. So that is my update. Just excited to be here. So we shrimp Alfredo.
Randy, how's the special needs area
We're
working?
good. We're getting back together as well. In November, we did Special Olympics basketball, so I didn't give you all an update. In December, we had lots of first place winners. In fact, our 4 who do the team sport event have been first place for the last 3 or 4 years. So I'm going to be very intentional about getting some of those athletes in front of y'all before this school year is over because they do awesome job. And then the only other thing I had is the parent survey for special education will open up in January. I believe it stays open until the spring at some point. Historically, we've had a very low percentage of precipitation. Whatever. Not rain. We've had not rain.
We're in a drought too.
But I do want to make that a goal, just to increase that participation there. 3% doesn't feel very good, so we're going to aim for a little higher this year. So you may see that shared out, or if parents are asking you, or if you talk to parents that you know they may have a child, we would love for them to participate. We have good ratings out of that 3%, but we'd like to see a little more there.
Thank you. Thank you all, and appreciate y'all coming back. Can't start without you. So, with that in mind, do I have a motion to go into executive session?
So moved.
Motion and a second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Thank you. Thank y'all.